Okay, here are some questions for you to have a go at. See if you've been able to keep up so far. Feel free to go back and look at some of the other videos if you're not sure. It's not meant to be a exam style test. It's just to see whether you can get the answers. So I've put 7 questions in here, and they're based around this string array. It's called sentence, and it says hello, comma, this is one of my first programs in VB.net. So it's the same example as last time. 7 questions. First of all, can you display the length of this string? Second, can you display just the word program using substring? So a bit of counting going on there. Can you display this is 1 using substring? Number 4, can you create a new variable? Now, I haven't told you what kind of data type it is. You need to think about that. Can you create a new variable, its identifier, its name is intro, and assign it the value of the first 5 characters in the string sentence? So the first 5 characters from this will be using substring will need to go into variable. Don't cheat and just write it out. Number 5, display the length of variable intro. You created it, you've assigned it, can you display the length of it? Number 6, create a new variable called myname and store your name in it. That should be straightforward. We've done that before. 7 is the hard question, so I wouldn't worry too much if you can't do this. But this is, if you're going well, you might want to have a go at this. Insert the contents of my name. So my name has your name. Can you insert that into the string sentence after hello and before the comma? So it will say, for example, my name is Andy. It will say, hello Andy, comma, this is one of my first programs in VB.net. That's a bit challenging. I'm not going to give you any hints. There's nothing new though. I'm not expecting you to learn something new there. It's just using the things that we've covered in the previous videos. So you just need to think about how you might be able to do that. Have a go at them. Pause the video because I'm going to give you the answers now. So pause the video and have a go at them. Okay. So I'm going to go through each of these and show an answer. Now, unfortunately, as I've said before, there's lots of different ways of doing this in programming. The most important thing is you're getting the answer. Now, there is a possibility that you could cheat. For example, you might remember from the last video that the length of that string is 49, and you might think, oh, I can just do this and it will work, because Andy said the most important thing is that you get an answer. That's cheating. You can't do that. So if you did that, you don't get any credit for that. You've got to use the functions that we've been looking at. So the first one, display the length of the string. So I could make this nicer and have a bit of text in there, but all I need to do is sentence.length. So length is a function that will count up the number of characters, and that will then be displayed to the screen. So sentence.length. You could, of course, made it a bit nicer, like the length is. Oh, didn't want to do that. Like that. That would be fine. Extra marks if you did that, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, question 2. Display the word program using substring. So display. So I'm going to do right line, and I want just the word program. So I'm going to use sentence.substring. And if you remember, in substring you say which character you're starting at, counting from 0, and how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Right, okay. I'll see if I'm right in a moment. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters in program. I'm going to check that because I'm not totally convinced I've got that right. Didn't close my bracket. So let's just quickly run that and see if I've got it right. If not, so the length is 49, brilliant, and program. Of course, if I'd got it slightly wrong, I could do a bit of trial and error to get to the right place. So that displays the word program using that. Next one, another example of basically the same thing. Display, so console.writeLine. This is the one, so that's in sentence.substring. This is 1, so that I know that's 5 letters, so that's 4, 5, 6. So I want to start at position 7, and there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters in that string, I think. Oops, forgot my bracket again. I'm going to check that because I'm not totally convinced. This is 1. There we go. So I've got it right. Now these two, that's it. I mean, there's no other possible answer. You've got to use sentence.substring 31,7. You might put a nice sentence in and a bit of a prompt or something like that. That's fine, but you've got to have used substring there. So that's what the point of the task was, to use substring. Okay, question 4. Create a new variable called intro and assign it the value of the first characters. Okay, so create, I'm calling it intro. I'm going to add some characters, so it will be a string. Then I need to do it, so I'm going to say intro gets the value of sentence.substring 0 and 5. So I've created it and assigned it. Now I'm going to print it out just so I can check that it's right. Intro, just to make sure that I haven't made a mistake there. It should just say hello, and it does. Okay, so I don't need that now. That's not part of the answer. It doesn't say display, so just assign it. So starting at 0 and 5 letters. Lovely. Then I can say console.writeLine, and I want to display the length of it, so this time it's intro.length. Let's check, it should be 5, and it is 5. There we go. Okay, 6, create a new variable called myName. Should be fairly straightforward, and give it your name. My name's Andy. So we've done that. Hopefully you remembered that in my name is string. So create a new variable called myName, store your name in it. Brilliant. Okay. If you haven't had a go at question 7, I'll give you a tip now. You have to use substring and concatenation. So you have to do a substring for the first part, then concatenate it with your name, and then a substring for the remainder. So if you want to have a pause now and have a quick go at that, you can do. Otherwise I'm going to show you an answer. Okay, so I'm going to say sentence gets a value of substring, sorry, no. So I want sentence.substring, and what I want now is the hello. So I'm going to have, I know what that is because I did it before, that's 0, 5. So that will give me the word hello, and I'm going to concatenate that with a space, because I need to have a space before my name. I'm going to concatenate that then with the string my name, which I'm then going to concatenate with the rest. So sentence.substring, and I'm going to start at position 5, 6. Now, do I want to count it all? I don't want to count it. I'm just going to try and see. I think I might not need to count all the rest. And then I'm going to display it because I want to check that it works. So if I can spell sentence. Let's see what this comes out with. So what I've done here, what I've tried to do here is say sentence gets a value of the first 5 letters of sentence, concatenated with a space, concatenated with my name, concatenated. What I hope this is going to do is add the whole rest in there. So the rest of the string from position 6 onwards. Position 6 should be the comma, and then I'm going to write it out. Let's see what happens. I've made a mistake, haven't I? Hello Andy, this is one of my first programs in VB. I've missed the comma. I think I must have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have. It's from position 5. The comma is in position 5, not in position 6. Let me just check that. There we go. So we can see now question 7 just underneath it. Hello Andy, comma, this is one of my first programs in VB.net. So the way that I've done that is I've given sentence a new value, and the value I've given it is all of this stuff here. So the first 5 letters of sentence, which is the hello, then a space, then my name, so I've got hello, space, my name, and then starting at position 5, I haven't put a number after. That means just get everything else in the string. So I don't have to do any hard counting of how many letters are left. I just start at position 5 in sentence, which is the comma, and put everything else in. So we'll put all that together and store it in sentence. So sentence now has a new value. I print it out, and here you can see the new value. So that was quite challenging. You might want to, if you didn't get that right, you might want to have a type it in, see it working. You might want to have a bit of play around with it, see what you can do with these substrings. So hopefully at this stage you're getting confident at using console.writeline, you're getting confident at creating variables and thinking about what kind of data type. You're also starting to understand some of the manipulations we can do, some of the maths we can do with variables, some of the special functions like length and substring, and the idea that we can assign values to variables based on things we're doing to other variables, like for example adding 2 variables and storing the total of that into a third variable, or doing this something more complex like a long concatenation and storing it into another.